Suppose you wanted to discover the x-coordinates of the minimum values of a function over a specified interval. The calculator can do this using the fMin command, and the command has the following input structure. You select fMin under the Math menu, type in your function, the variable, the left endpoint, and the right endpoint that you wish to search over. Suppose we wish to discover the x-coordinates of the minimum values for x to the fourth minus x squared over the interval negative 10 to 10. The fMin command can be used to determine only one possible minimum value. If your function has multiple minimum values, it would be best to use the graph and determine the minimums that way. So we'll select Math, and we will scroll down until we have fMin highlighted. Then we will go ahead and type in our function. And then tell it the variable, and then the lower bound, negative 10, and then the upper bound, positive 10. Notice it did find a minimum value. This actually is the x-coordinate of this minimum value. And x to the fourth minus x squared has multiple minimum values between negative 10 and 10. So what happens is that this particular program will progress from the left endpoint until it finds one. And then after that, it'll stop running and report that value. So if you suspect there might be more minimum values, you'll have to rerun this command, changing the left endpoint to this value here. So let's go ahead and do that. So we select Math, and we'll go ahead and scroll down to fMin again. We'll go ahead and type in our function again. We'll go ahead and type in x, our variable. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to hit second negative to select the answer for the previous result to serve as my left bound. And then I use 10 as my right bound, and I re-execute the command. And here it did find another minimum value at approximately 0.707. If we keep progressing in this fashion, we should be able to find all the x-coordinates for the minimum values. So we'll hit second and enter to recall the previous command, and we get approximately the same value. And this is telling us that there probably aren't any more minimum values for this function between negative 10 and 10. So let's look at the graph to see if this is true. So we'll select y equals, and we'll type in our function, x to the fourth minus x squared. And I'll go ahead and put it on a standard window. We can't really see much on this window, so we'll zoom in at the origin, and we see that we do get two bumps, two turning points, if you will. And these are minimum values. And the x-coordinates of these minimum values are at approximately 0.707. The exact values for these x-coordinates is plus or minus square root of 2 over 2. And this is how you can use the fMin command to determine the x-coordinates of minimum values for a graph.